And welcome back to Coffee with the Wolves. My name is Devin Jones, and today we're previewing the men's basketball season. Joining me today is men's coach Danny Turner. Welcome, coach.
Hey, welcome. Welcome. Thanks for having me.
Before we begin, we want to remind our viewers that Coffee with the Wolves is presented to you by Grounded Coffee Bar.
Hey everyone, it's a great day to get grounded. With locations in New Lenox and Frankfort, it's always a good time to stop by and try our seasonal drinks. Whether that's cherry as summer comes to an end or pumpkin as fall begins. We've also updated our hours to better serve you. We're open late on Fridays and Saturdays now until 9 p.m. Make sure you're following our socials, that's Instagram and Facebook, for the latest updates on our specials and events so you don't miss out. Grounded Coffee Bar is a proud sponsor of Coffee with the Wolves and JJC Athletics.
So, coach, how has your team's offseason been so far?
Well, I tell you what, we did 6 weeks of training camp that consists of resistance training and a lot of running. And that went pretty well for us. Kids worked really hard.
Okay. What do you think about your previous season, and what are some things you're looking for you guys to improve on going into this season?
Well, I tell you what, we've got pretty much of a new roster. By that I mean we've got 9 freshmen that are in here and 6 sophomores, and so we're presenting a lot of new things, right? These things are new to these incoming guys, but same system pretty much. We recruit to our system, but we should be competitive, and we should be able to display hard play.
You mentioned you got a lot of newcomers coming to the team this year. Is there any ones you want to highlight that you're excited to see contribute to your team this year?
Oh yeah, definitely. Dominique Hale is he's a prize recruit for us, coming out of Hope Academy. They actually won the Class A state championship, through IHSA. And then we have in-district kid Kareem Parker, who we were very, very high on, and Pierre Pointer. Those guys are from Plainfield South and Plainfield North High School. Gabe Patterson from Southland Prep. He's a promising freshman for us as well. So we're thrilled to have those guys for sure amongst the other freshmen.
And with the guys returning this year, is there any guys you looking forward to having a big leap this year for your team?
Yes, and I failed to mention our point guard Willie Felton out of Bishop Mack. He's a super talent as well, and he's looking forward to leading us. We do have Ricky Hill out of Manuka, another local kid, who's very, very talented. He plays the point guard slot for us. Jeffrey Fleming, our returning starter, he was nominated for All-American last year, averaged a double-double, coming from Plainfield North High School. And then we have Levi Gold, who was a part-time starter for us last year, averaged about 9-10 points a game, can really shoot it. And then the biggest returnee is Victor Yatou, our 6'9" center who redshirted last year due to an ankle injury. But he's worked hard all summer, all through training camp, and he's ready to go. It's been looking really, really good.
So as a coach, how do you control, with a lot of the newcomers coming in, how do you control the chemistry that you're trying to build for your team, and what culture are you trying to set?
Well, I tell you what, I mean, the culture's pretty much there. It's a buy-in from the freshmen, and it's through just repetition. Of things that, I say, my actions, but just repeating those things every day, the values of our program. And the repetition is the biggest thing, consistency, and, of course, the reinforcement of all that. And then we have some really, really good leadership with our sophomores. They're able to share the culture and the way we go about doing things with our freshmen. And our freshmen have bought into a lot of what we do.
What are your goals for this season?
Well, I tell you what, I mean, obviously we want to win every game, as many games as we can. But We just want our student athletes to have a positive experience. We want them to, you know, have a mindset of growth and just compete. As student athletes. So that's off the court as well. We do a thing where we monitor their grades weekly. We have a study table set up, and we reinforce, verbally reinforce using our academic resources here at this great community college. And so our kids have really, really buckled down, and they've really, really done well on that side of the coin as well.
Are there any sophomores that you want to highlight that kind of has taken that leadership role as you talked about? With a lot of the freshmen coming in, is there anyone you want to highlight that's been contributing a lot, helping the freshmen with school and there's a lot of the stuff coming into your team?
Sure. Well, I mean, I mentioned Jeffrey Fleming. He's a leader through his action. We're just trying to get him to be more verbal. Levi is another subtle approach kind of guy. But we're getting him to set an example both verbally as well as through his actions. And then Victor Yatou, he's got a lot of charisma, great personality, outgoing, and he's been vocal. He's probably been the most vocal sophomore that we have. And so our leadership has been pretty consistent, but there's always room for improvement with that.
Are there any games or teams you're excited to play in this upcoming season?
Well, I tell you what, all of them. I mean, we don't, we really don't have an arch rival, so to speak. All our games are going to be highly competitive. You don't get strong picking up sticks, as they say. But all our games, you got to prepare for. It's got to be we got to scout thoroughly. With my assistants, I got 2 additional assistants, by the way, Anthony Simmons and Khalil Evans. So we're really, really glad that we have those guys on board with us this year. But all our games are going to be highly competitive, no question about it.
And to add on with your assistants, how big of a role do they play to helping you prepare, as a coach, helping you prepare and study and plan for these teams that you're playing?
Oh, my gosh, huge. And everybody has a role, right? And obviously, we try to delegate as much as possible, and we want them to wherever they're comfortable at in the beginning. And then, of course, we want our assistants to grow as they learn the culture and learn the system. It kind of parallels the players, in learning a new system for them. But we delegate, responsibilities as it goes to scouting plans, as it goes to practice plans, practice drills. So we like to get our assistants highly engaged in our activity on a day-to-day basis.
Well, thank you, Coach. We're now going to talk to one of your athletes coming up.
Okay.
Have a good season. Thank you, Coach.
My man. Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
And welcome back to Coffee with the Wolves. I'm here with redshirt sophomore Victor Yatou. How are you doing?
Pretty good. How you too?
Good. So, Victor, how does the offseason look for you, and what are some things that you worked on during the offseason coming into this season?
Throughout the offseason, I was really working on recovery since I did. I suffered an injury like last year, and it was really building back strength in my ankle and really getting my body back in shape for this season. I felt like my freshman year, I didn't really understand really where I was going in terms of the role I was playing, but this offseason I had a better understanding of my role, so I really took time to get my body right, time to get stronger, and develop my skills even more.
How did you mentally, as you come off a freshman season and you come in to sophomore season, you suffer an injury, how do you mentally stay strong and then fight through the recovery to come back, to have an opportunity to play now being healthy?
I honestly just stayed the course, put all my trust in God, and I really hope for the best and was patient.
So how have you helped, with the a lot of new incoming freshmen coming in this year? As Coach said, I think it was 9 in total coming in. How have you, helped them coming in, as far as, being a leader as being a sophomore? How have you helped them coming through the program?
Um, I believe I gained a lot of knowledge from my freshman year. I had great sophomores that taught me, like, showed me the ropes, like, showed me how things are supposed to work, especially at the college level playing basketball. I feel like picking their brains out my freshman year, and also having to sit out and watch everybody else gain a lot of knowledge and also a lot of wisdom from not only the past players from last year, but also my freshman year. Um, Really, like, honestly, just watching everybody else and applying it to my own, the way I approach the freshmen and all that. Um, yeah, a lot of watching and learning from last year.
And coming into this year, is there anything you felt like, even with with the recovery process, that you improved with your game during this time? Not that you have had a lot of time, just to really sit back, evaluate your game, and figure out what you can improve on coming into this season.
Yeah, I improved a lot skill wise and basketball IQ. Um, Basketball is still a new sport to me. I believe it was probably my like fifth year playing basketball. But a lot of film watching. Um, of course, staying in the gym, trying to continue to get my body right, and watching other players that are pretty much play the same role as me, but in terms of skill are way better. So watching and learning from them really improved my game a lot.
Are there any games that you're excited to play this year? Any teams that you got highlighted on the schedule?
I don't necessarily have a team highlighted for the schedule, but I am excited to play any team that comes to us.
Well, Victor, thank you.
Thank you very much.
That's it for Coffee with the Wolves, presented to you by Grounded Coffee Bar. We'll see you next week.